In this screencast, we are going to discuss on the crispy forms. So what basically crispy forms is, this is Django package library, and which is going to make the form look better. So to achieve that, what we are going to do, we are going to open the terminal and we are going to install the crispy form. So if you browse through this URL, you will go to the crispy form website where you have the installation, theme pack, settings, media, and a lot of other options which you are going to use in your Django project. So let us start it by installing the crispy forms into our existing project. So there is two way to install the crispy form. The very first and easiest way is to use through the pip, right? So we are going to copy this one, and in terminal, within the virtual environment, we are going to just paste it out, and if you are using the upgrade option, it is going to upgrade if the crispy forms is already installed. So let's enter it, and this is going to install the crispy form. And after that, what we are going to do is, after that we are going to add it into our installed app. So let's add it custom apps, sorry, third-party apps, and this there is an option. You just copy this one, crispy underscore forms, and paste it here. So basically this should be the order. The first, the Django default forms, default app should be there, then any third-party apps, then the custom apps which you have developed, and after that there is some other options also, like which template pack you are going to use. So we are going to use the Bootstrap 3, so we are going to copy this one, and in settings.py, in bottom we are going to add it crispy forms, and instead of uniform we are going to change with the Bootstrap 3. So we do have an option here, so let's copy this one and let's paste it here, right? And what we are going to do now, the settings media, we don't need this one, and there is something called load crispy forms tag. Load crispy forms tag means wherever wherever you do have a form, in whichever the page, you can load the crispy forms. So in our application, if you just open the template, and inside template we have forms in edit, right? So here below the where we are extending the base application, we are going to add this load crispy forms tag, and if you just browse through the documentation, so this crispy tag, wherever you will add it, wherever you wherever you have the Django forms, you just add the crispy tag. So instead of as p, you just add it crispy here, and if you refresh it, if you run the project, so let's say python manage.py run server, and okay, I believe we need to keep Django true here, and save this one. So basically in local development, you need to make the debug again true, and allowed host should be blank. And let's check server is running. Yes, and refresh the page. Yes, now if you browse, click on this plus sign. So earlier our forms was not coming properly. Now our forms is coming through bootstrap tag, right? It looks good. So this is how you can add the crispy forms tag. So what we are going to do, we are going to update our project, which is on Python Anywhere. So before updating it, let's quickly update the settings for the production. And however, there is another way of update. You don't need to frequently change this one, but since this is the beginning course, we are not going to cover those stuff. So let's manually change this one, and what we are going to do is run the python.py migrate. Also there is no migrations to be done, so git add, git commit crispy forms added, and git push origin master. So this is going to push the project on GitHub, and if you browse through Python Anywhere console, you need to just pull the code from the GitHub so that your code will be updated, followed with reload the web app. So what we are going to do here, we are going to say git pull. So this is going to pull the latest changes what we have made into our project, and go to wave and say reload app. Right, and just browse through the URL. Hopefully no, there is some error, so let's see. Migrate, no module name crispy forms. However, we have added the module crispy forms. Okay, in local machine it is working. Why it's not working? Okay, great. So what basically mistake we have did is we haven't freezed in our local machine, and we haven't install the crispy forms there. So what we are going to do, we are going to freeze the requirement within the virtual environment. So pip freeze requirements.txt. so this is going to add the crispy forms into our requirements file. So if you check here, so earlier it was 1.10.3 Django version, now we have a crispy forms also. So we are again going to add git add, git commit, and crispy forms requirement added, and git push origin master. And again we are going to pull the code once again. So you can say git pull, and since we have updated the requirements.txt here, we are going to install it again. So we are going to say pip install -r requirements. So only the new requirements, to say crispy forms, is going to be installed, since other requirements are already there. So you can see here the crispy forms is getting installed, and once it will installed, again we need to reload this application web app, and hopefully it should run. So let's go to web and reload this application. And refresh this. Yes, so it is working now, and I can see this because I'm already logged into the browser. And if you click here on plus sign, so even on your server also your forms are rendering correctly. So this is how you can add crispy forms into your Django project, and you can make your forms beautiful. So this is all about that, and probably we can also cover one more thing, which if you want, like how to add the uh, footers. So footers we are going to add into our blog application in next screencast. See you in the next one.